Including black carbon will initially provide an incentive across all EU shipping to move off the dirtiest fossil fuels to distillates in a manageable and cost-effective way. Later, as the intensity target becomes stricter, non-fossil renewable fuels will become part of the fuel mix. However, they're not yet readily available, but the alternatives to dirty black carbon fossil fuels are. So including black carbon can trigger more immediate mitigation action than will happen by the carbon intensity standard relying solely on the future development of the new renewable fuels. These new cleaner forms of energy will still take some years to scale up. In the meantime, the short-lived impact of ship black carbon can be addressed starting from 2025. This will make a critical and immediate contribution to reducing shipping's overall climate impacts and to keeping global temperature changes below 1.5 degrees of heating, while the longer-term transition to zero carbon fuels starts. The fuel cost premium of doing so for the next decade is small. It's less than 10%. So clearly there's also room to strengthen both the 2025 and 2030 targets from a black carbon perspective. To do so, we must use a global warming potential of 20 years, not a global warming potential of 100 years, as this more appropriately reflects the urgency of the situation and the fact that reducing short-lived climate forces such as black carbon and methane reduces ships' contribution to warming immediately. Time is of the essence, and the global warming potential of 20 clearly the most appropriate metric to use when mitigating short-lived climate forces like methane and black carbon. So the first step must be to include black carbon in the proposed EU fuel maritime regulation. Secondly, black carbon and methane should both be included in the shipping emission trading scheme. Thirdly, a command and control port level regulation can be applied, requiring all ships calling at EU ports and operating in the Arctic to only use cleaner fuels such as distillates.